Hello and welcome. I'm the Tilted Crown Gourmet. I'm super excited to be a part of the Pies of March collaboration with Leanne from Mennonite Farm and Tony from Kettle Kitchen. I will be making lobster pot pie for you. So let's get some prep done and let's get cooking. We're gonna preheat our oven to 220 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We will continue by dicing our onion. Next, we will dice our green bell pepper, followed by our red bell pepper, then our garlic. You can never forget the garlic. Let's grate our asiago cheese. After we're done with that, we're gonna take our lobster meat out of the shells. I've retained the shells to make lobster bisque at a later point. You just put them in a Ziploc bag and place them in the freezer. Once we have removed our lobster meat from the shells, let's cut it up into bite-sized chunks. Don't be stingy here. This helps make the dish. Large bite-sized chunks only will do. Add your olive oil and your butter to your cooking utensil. The olive oil increases the smoking point of your butter. Place your onion, your green bell pepper, and garlic in your cooking vessel and stir. You want your onions to become translucent. However, you do not want them to brown. You will then place in our lobster meat and seasoning and red bell pepper and cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. Then place your cream cheese in and allow it to melt. We're almost done. Let's add the cream. And last but not least, we're gonna add half of your asiago cheese, stirring it to allow it to melt and incorporate. Flour your work surface so you can roll out your puff pastry. Cut 4 pieces of your puff pastry large enough so that they cover your baking dish, aka your ramekins. Grease your baking vessels or ramekins. Next, we're going to evenly divide our lobster mixture between our ramekins or other baking vessel. Then top with the remaining half of your asiago cheese. Top that with your puff pastry and seal. Make sure you cut a vent hole in the top and place your egg wash on it. Place them into your preheated oven for 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes has elapsed, remove them from the oven. Now let's plate them, but be careful, they're extremely hot. As you can see, you end up with a rich, creamy pot pie with a crunchy crust. Bon appetit. Don't forget to comment down below to be entered into the grand prize giveaways.
Well, I was astounded by this lobster pot pie. I did not expect it to taste as scrumptious as it did. Now, I've eaten pot pies all over the world, but this one was certainly an exceptional one. I find it incredible. The presentation was gorgeous, and the consistency of the meat was wonderful.
To be honest, I didn't expect a pot pie with lobster in it. This is the first pot pie I've ever had with seafood in it. Normally when I think of pot pie, I think of beef, pork, lamb, but I was a bit skeptical about lobster and pot pie. It's not gonna taste good. Well, it turned out really amazing. I mean, the crust was crunchy, and the filling was so creamy. It was a fantastic balance of herbs and also the creaminess. Just I would love to also follow this recipe, and I hope viewers try this at home. I think it's a wonderful dish.
I would like to thank you for continuing to watch the Tilted Crown Gourmet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because you know that helps to grow this channel because it helps the YouTube algorithm. So again, thank you for watching the Tilted Crown Gourmet.